Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today with a Fallout 76 news update, and these are the most deflating news updates to make if I'm quite honest. Fallout 76 remains a game that just refuses to get out of its own way as we tackle the topic of this game possibly entering the pay-to-win area, which is a big no-no for an online game, let alone a Fallout title. This is all based around Update 8 coming very soon to Fallout 76, which includes repair kits, and that'll be the focus of our discussion. All of this information comes from the Inside the Vault series, which is the series Bethesda uses to highlight everything coming in each new patch. It's very useful for those who remain consistently playing Fallout 76. Anyway, let's get into what they have to offer for us. Repair kits are new utility items that will help you spend more time looting and shooting and less time toiling away at a workbench fixing your gear. We've received lots of requests for repair kits and we're excited to see them added in the weeks following patch 8. These will come in two forms, basic repair kits and improved repair kits. Repair kits cannot be dropped, sold to vendors, or traded with other players. Here's a rundown of how they work and how you can get a few of your own. So right off the bat, they pretty much tell you they want to get rid of the primary gameplay loop that is in Fallout 76, which is shooting, looting, and then toiling at the workbench by repairing your gear or creating new stuff via the stuff that you've looted via shooting. So already we're off to a strange start. Anyway, what are basic repair kits? Basic repair kits are single-use consumables that immediately restore one of the items in your inventory to 100% condition. So long as you have a repair kit in your inventory, you can use it to fix up a piece of gear anytime, anywhere, and without spending any of your own crafting materials. Once you've got a repair kit open your Pip-Boy to find an item that you want to repair, hit inspect, and select the new repair kit option. Then leap right back into the action. You can also use repair kits at any workbench in your camp, at workshops, or those you find in the world. Basic repair kits will be unlockable in the atomic shop using atoms you've purchased or those you've earned for free by completing in-game challenges. Now, we currently don't know the price of these repair kits, how many atoms they'll run us, so maybe if they're affordable based off the free atoms we get, this won't be too big of a deal, but I'll get into more of that in a little bit. Let's talk about improved repair kits. You can use improved repair kits in all the same ways as basic repair kits, and they are also single-use consumables. However, improved kits buff the selected item's condition up to 150%, giving it an even longer lifespan against the trials of wasteland combat. Improved repair kits are rare items that we plan to award you for free as you take on various types of in-game content. As an example, you will receive them as loot when you take down the Scorch Beast Queen. For those who don't know, the way you get a Scorch Beast Queen out into the wild is by nuking an area. So you have to go through the roughly hour process, I'd say, of acquiring a nuclear key code, getting into the base, killing everything, putting in said key, launching the nuke, going to that area, and then fighting the damn thing to receive one improved repair kit. Pretty much once you use that, let's say you used it on chest piece, that thing will probably be pretty low on condition by the time you get another improved repair kit through a Scorch Beast Queen to use on one of your legs or arms. You get what I'm saying here? This becomes a frustrating, arduous, and redundant loop that really doesn't reward you, but just keeps you coming back to repair one piece of armor while one slowly whittling away back to the point it originally was at when you started. Bethesda does tackle the idea of repair kits in the atomic shop. We read tons of feedback and suggestions from the Fallout 76 community, and repair kits were a popular request that we wanted to get into players' hands. We also felt we could try out something new with these both in-game and in the atomic shop. As we look to the future, we're exploring ways we can bring the community-driven ideas to the game as well, such as refrigerators for camps, ammo and food converters, and even the ability to send scrap to your stash without having to head home. Repair kits are our first attempt at a utility item like this, and we plan to make adjustments based on your feedback, so we hope you'll share your thoughts with us when they go live later this month. Well, here are my thoughts. Quite honestly, I think anybody, any single player for Fallout 76 out there who is requesting a repair kit did not want it in the atomic shop. I can guarantee that. I wouldn't even have to have read any feedback to know that. Nobody wants to have part of your gameplay loop tucked away in the microtransaction as a way to work around said gameplay loop. That just doesn't work that way. Now, is it pay to win, which is the biggest fear a lot of folks have with this added mechanic? I think it's towing a line and it's getting concerning, but I wouldn't go to the length of saying, oh my god, if you do this, you're going to win. Quite honestly, I say that because as someone who played a lot of survival mode for Fallout 76, I was still getting destroyed, and I guarantee even if those fellas out there had all the basic repair kits in the world, it wouldn't have mattered. They'd just be murking me all day. The only gameplay advantage it does offer is, like I said, and I want to emphasize it throughout this video multiple times, is working around the gameplay loop. The main reason you play the game. You go in, you shoot, you loot, you collect all the random resources you need, and now that can be removed by paying, and now you can just shoot and loot. Quite honestly, I don't see a huge point in it, which is why it's really strange to tuck it away in the Atomic Shop. But the only way you can get it in game is a way that's really not cost beneficial at all for you in the terms of your item's conditioning, unless you want to repair that item, store it in your stash, and then over time, as you repeat these missions and you repair all your stuff, pull them out of your stash when you're finished and use that fully repaired gear for something else. But wouldn't you want your best gear for the Scorch Beast Queen boss fight? See, this is what I'm saying, man. It seems so strange why they would tuck the basic ones in the Atomic Shop and then the improved ones in the open world through a really difficult method of acquiring them. And I'm not asking for basic scorched enemies to drop repair kits simply because then that becomes a little too OP. I'm just saying I think there could have been a way to craft them with new materials added to the world, and maybe make those materials a part of a new quest line that isn't too crazy, but is something that requires a bit of grinding, because that's kind of what Fallout 76 has turned into. I wouldn't think that'd be the worst thing in the world, but I can guarantee you nobody wanted the repair kits to enter the Atomic Shop. And this is the strange thing about Bethesda Game Studios as of lately, between Elder Scrolls Blaze, which I've been playing a lot of recently, or what I could actually play, and now Fallout 76, barring off some of the gameplay loops through microtransactions, are offering ways around said gameplay loop if you pay Bethesda. I know some will mark them up as a super greedy company, up in the leagues of Activision and EA, but I even find this a little more foreign, because I find this to be out of touch style greedy. There's certain types of greedy where you're like, oh my god, is all the money on the earth not enough for you? But then this is the type of move I look at and go, really? Why? There's so many other ways you could get people to pay, but yet this is your method of doing so. In fact, Fallout 76 actually had a pay-to-win issue much earlier, but fortunately it was temporary because it was tied to an event. I actually found a Reddit post by the Sausage Fattener who perfectly described exactly what happened. He wrote, "The Unstoppable events in Fallout 76 has a classic pay-to-win structure. Those of you who logged into Fallout 76 recently, I have a friend on PS4 who can't even get his game working after hitting level 105, you may have seen the Unstoppable event on the home screen. The event text reads, become unstoppable through February 4th, gain plus 15 maximum health for each member of your team wearing a unique Unstoppables outfit. The Unstoppables are a group of superheroes in the canon for those unfamiliar. They include Grognak, the Silver Shroud, the Mistress of Mystery, etc. The key here though is that the health buff that you get for each wearing the outfit. On a 4-man team, that is a constant 60 plus health buff, and buff out gives only plus 50 for 5 minutes. So that is a pretty significant boost, and it's gained by wearing these clothes. Of course, these clothes are in the Atomic Shop at 800 atoms or $8 a piece, and the offers are the Silver Shroud costume and the Grognak costume from Fallout 4, along with the Inspector and Manta Man, which you can actually see on my character right now. But if you want the full buff, you can't all be Silver Shroud. Note the unique, you have to have each different outfit. So if you want to gain this buff for 60 health for you and your pals, you each need to shell out $8 on different suits for a collective $32. That's more than the price of the game, and that was just 2 months ago, so naturally that's gotten only worse over time if that were an event still active. And mind you, this event is only for 2 days. While it's rather innocuous, it suggests more pay-to-win garbage could be coming down the pipeline, as in more wear this outfit from the Atomic Shop for this bonus. And that's why it's more frustrating. We're seeing Bethesda tinker with little pay-to-win structures like this. Get a health bonus if you buy the Atomic Shop item. Avoid the entire gameplay loop if you buy the repair kits. It walks a very moral gray line, in my opinion, of we're not exactly super pay-to-win, but we're just pay-to-win enough where some people are gonna do this, and it just feels icky. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. It's not necessarily, oh my god, what the hell are you doing? It's just, wow, I see what you're trying to do, and you're assuming that all your customers are, I'd say, dumb enough to fall for it. It's just disappointing. Like I said, I'd love to get on the top of a mountain and scream how great Fallout 76 was or how it's turning its stuff around, but they just keep backpedaling. They keep doing stuff like this that doesn't help the game at all, man. And much like with the Fallout 76 survival mode, where I said, you know what, unlike the base game, in survival mode, underneath all the issues, I see something good. I see the same thing here with the repair kit. I would just, as I mentioned in my survival mode review, love to see Bethesda get it right the first time. Just do it right the first time. Stop testing stuff out in the Atomic Shop. There's no happy medium there. People aren't happy to pay more for a repair kit. Try to find a way to implement it into the game to add to your gameplay loop and make your overall base game better before you start asking us to pay more money. Now, maybe Bethesda's trying to balance out the financials of, hey, we're making patches, we're trying to fix the game, but also we need money coming in to continue fueling these patches, and we did promise this game was going to be alive forever. How are we going to do that? They have to keep pushing the Atomic Shop. I just think there's a more delicate way of doing it that doesn't harm everyone who's playing it. Anyway, those are just my thoughts. Do I think Fallout 76 is pay to win? No, but it's getting very concerningly close to it, and I just wanted to share my concerns with all of you, discuss it in today's video, and get your thoughts on it in the comments down below, so do fire away, ladies and gentlemen. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that, as it fuels all the content I create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.